You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo! Welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents live on this Friday, January 14th. Good morning, everyone listening. Thank you for tuning in to Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Good morning, Powers.
Good morning, Beef.
Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, dude.
All right, we got a great show lined up for you today. A little bit later on, we're going to be having Herb Stratford joining us via satellite on our podcast broadcast, talking about new movie releases, playing games against Powers, things like that. We're going to send Austin out on the streets. Got to figure out where we're sending Austin. And we're basically going to do like Impractical Austin, where we have him go up to people with earbuds in. We tell Austin what to say and do in attempts to not get him stabbed or anything. So we're going to send Austin on the streets. Again, we're figuring it out, right?
I'm not worried.
By far, I know you're not. Yeah. I have no concern about it, his safety, well-being whatsoever.
Just fine.
Yeah. So we have that. That's going to be fun. We have Megadeth tickets giveaway. It's the metal tour of the year. Megadeth. I'm blanking right now. Trivium, Lamb of God, and In Flames. April 10th, TCC. 7 o'clock, I'm going to tell you what song you're going to be listening for to be caller number 10 to win those last pair of tickets before you could buy them, because those tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. at KFMA.com. So all that, and we're wrapping up our troll list extravaganza here momentarily. I'm just finishing up the post that I'm going to post on the Rock 102.1 KFMA page. And it's been an interesting experiment that we've been doing all week long and having a good time with it. But it's still baffling to me. I'm still scratching my head as we speak. Like, how is this even still working? Like, it's at the point where the cat's been out of the bag. And if anybody who sees these posts, these lists of the 10 most metal bands, and notice that Nickelback keeps working its way up to the top. And initially, the knee-jerk reaction is to get outraged over this because, man, we hate Nickelback. And that's not metal. If they would take 2 seconds to read just one comment on the thread, like, if that cat is out of the bag. Now, people are even kind of laughing about it, talking amongst themselves like, oh, you got me, or any of that. And if they don't read the initial post or the comments in the post, if they just click on the page, pinned to the very top of the page is a video describing why we're doing this. It's called deceptive marketing. It's a trick and a tool that not only do websites continue to do and have been doing here for years. Whenever you see these kind of lists trend, it's because they're using deceptive marketing. You're doing their work. You are advertising them for free. And we have a budget of free. So I'm like, hell, we could do the same thing. And sure enough, bam, pay dirt. Yeah. And we're stoked about it because people are finding out about the show for the very first time, whether they're mad about it or not. At the end of the day, they know the face, the brand, and everything. It's been a massive success, and we won't stop. We won't do it all the time, but we will troll you again. And our listeners are in on the joke, and that's good.
I think that's the best part of all this, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Just that they're part of it.
Yeah, like we're not trying to, again, punk everybody. We're trying to be like, all right, everybody listens to the station. Here's what we're doing, to everybody that is on the internet just being a jerk.
Yeah.
You know, which is really fun.
Yeah, and these are Facebook fans from way back when, or, you know, just with the reach of an algorithm, it could pop up whether they're a fan of the Rock 102.1 page or not, and then immediately see Rock Station giving out a list and Nickelback and just freak out. I will say this, though, as I'm thinking about it, Nickelback has been so hated and so uncool for so long. I feel like they're about to turn a corner. I feel like there's about to be a Nickelback resurgence because the world's been a weird place for the past couple of years anyways. So why not scratch that off the bucket list or put it on the bingo card? But I feel like, you know, Nickelback can make a comeback based off of the amount of hate for that long. There's going to be a whole nother generation that's like, you know what? Wasn't that bad.
I've already seen it. Have you seen it? Because people compare him to the Guy Fieri memes. Like, see the things about Guy Fieri. It's like, he's a great guy. And why do people do this? Blah, blah, where it's like the springboard back.
Yeah.
I've seen people do it about Nickelback already.
Well, I've always had a theory that Foo Fighters and Nickelback are essentially the same. And this has pissed people off before, but I'll give you an example. The reason why Nickelback fell out of favor with the general public is the reputation behind Chad Kroger's behavior. And the reason why Foo Fighters remain the top and are like the kings of rock and roll currently and have been for over a decade is because the reputation of Dave Grohl's behavior, right? They're two in the same. They're arena rock. Period. And again, people get upset, but if you put their catalogs next to each other, very similar song structures, everything. And if Chad Kroger wasn't a douche and he wasn't a dick for all those times that he was a douche and a dick, they would be doing co-headline stadium tours today or, pre-COVID. They would. They fit. They're, two in the same. They're Ebony and Ivory. They're evil twins. They are the same.
Okay.
But it's because of the reputation of diva-like behavior that turned people off on the public perception of the band, and then they started nitpicking the music. And if he gets a, personality check, if he doesn't act all Wes Scantlin, Puddle of Mud, then Nickelback can come back. And I'd be willing to do it. I would book Nickelback on a KFMA day. People might scoff at that, but I'll tell you what, sell a ton of tickets if I did.
Eventually, it'll be cool to like Nickelback again.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's it. All comes back. It's cyclical.
True.
So it's almost like a hipster move to be like Nickelback's my favorite band. And
It's a total hipster move.
sorry, because I'm super cool. Yeah, I like Nickelback. So we're about to post our list, and for you guys listening, here's the list today. You want me to break down the top 10 powers?
Based on everything we've just been discussing, I say you might as well.
All right, here we go. These are the top 10 most metal bands, and I will say of all time. We don't put of all time on there, but it's implied.
Yeah.
All right, coming in at number 10, Nickelback.
Boom.
Coming in at number 9, Nickelback.
Boom.
Coming in number 8, Nickelback.
Let me hear it.
Number 7, Nickelback.
Get it
Awesome.
again.
Number 6, Nickelback.
Oh, it's
Fantastic.
happening.
Number 5, Nickelback.
Glorious.
4,
Closer.
Nickelback.
Yes.
3,
Yes.
Nickelback. 2,
Oh,
Nickelback.
my God. Who's number 1?
Nickelback.
Oh, they've done it again.
Yes.
They've done it again.
Kings of the Mountain. That is the list that we're about to post on Rockwell 2.1. I was thinking about doing a PSA. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do as far as the wording, the description. It doesn't matter because most of the dummies won't read it anyways.
Right.
So keep an eye out on the Rockwell 2.1 Facebook page for our 10 most metal list all-time final. This is it. This is the Bible of metal music. So we're, like I said, we're going to have a super good time. So let's get into it. And why isn't this playing? There we go. We'll start off with Nirvana. We got Morning Moron coming up next. So much more. Keep it right here all morning long. It's Beefy presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Nickelback rules. Say things to people as well by joining our podcast broadcast stream, which is on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page or youtube.com/beefvegan. Coming up next, I'm going to tell you some of the top things that we don't get enough of. And also, NFL players take Viagra while they play games.
While they play games?
Yeah, there's a clip that's gone viral from Bart Scott, who used to be a linebacker in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he shared this tip, and he was trying to get NFL quarterback Josh Allen to do the same thing. I'll tell you why next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away. Let's see. Are we live here? Yes, we are live.
Okay.
Welcome.
I have a good joke for that.
All right, what's your good joke for that?
For that football thing, you got to be careful. You got two opposing sides. That quickly goes from a game of football to a game of joust.
Yes.
You got to be careful.
100%. It is fantastic. That's a real thing. I got the video clip to share with you guys here. And then Austin's going to pop in on the stream in just a little bit. This Viagra thing, it's crazy because this week alone, there's been a couple different Viagra hacks that came across my desk and then they always in these pieces were like, hey, I take Viagra for that and not for banging. And then they always point out the fact that Viagra started off as a heart medication. Right. But apparently, taking a daily dose or a regular dose of Viagra has many different health benefits, not just having Man of Steel wood.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. No. And in fact, it can prevent stroke because it's a blood thinner. So, if you have high blood pressure, they say, if you take a little bit of Viagra on a regular basis, it should lower your chance of having a heart attack. But I will say it does give you it does give you a lot of like pressure in the head. And
I heard.
Let me just stop real quick. Let me interject.
Well, no, let's also be real. We've all tried something like that because they'll sell some of that junk, even it just like it doesn't have to be Viagra. They'll sell it at Fascinations. They'll sell even some of it was Circle
You're
K
talking
or
about
QT.
the herbal dick pills.
Yeah. And
Yes.
those things, if you've ever, so I tried those once, right? To do it.
Just once.
They give you a headache. This gigantic headache was like the worst side effect of those. And they say it's like, it will call you a headache. It will give you a headache. It was the most like weirdly painful headache that was different because I'll get migraines or I would get whatever. Yeah, no, it does screw with you with that. It is weird.
I always told friends who would take those to open up the pill, take about like a third of it or half. You get low dose. They overdose those pills, and that's what gives you the headache. It still give you pressure, but Nick said there's a video on Facebook the other day of an NFL player taking shots on the sideline. That is an older video, and it's not shots, it's pickle juice. And NFL players drink pickle juice to take care of cramping and get rid of cramping. So that's a little fun fact. Patrick Mahomes pointed that out. I think it was a Kansas City Chiefs player who was there just sipping shots while he's laying down, but that's pickle juice.
Wow.
The more you know. See, that's me. I'm if you're tuning in for the first time, I'm the king of miscellaneous information. I'm going to share with you these little tidbits and fun facts, and you might grow as a person. Todd, if you got TV time for us today, let me know in the comments, and I'll invite you in on the stream. Herb Stratford is going to be joining us here in a little bit, and of course, we're going to be talking about movies with Herb, as we always do. He's a film critic. He's not in studio because he's being very precautious and smart because he had pre-existing conditions, so we don't want to get Herb COVID or anybody COVID for that matter. And we're also going to play a game with Herb, but I think he'll do really well. It's called Real Peen or Fake Peen.
Oh, God.
Before you react like a little girl, let me at least explain the game.
Please explain. Are we going to have to identify if something is a real peen or a fake peen?
Well, in the context of movies, because he's a film critic and a movie expert, there's plenty of actors who have shown a penis in their film. And some of them use a prosthetic and some of them use the real thing.
Okay.
So I will be giving Herb a list of actors and films and that they played roles in and ask them whether they used a real peen or a fake peen. And it's a game that you could play along with as well. It's a fun game.
Do you have the answers?
I have the answers. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And some of these are going to be surprising. Some of them are not.
I know famously, not to spoil the game.
Pretty
sure Dirk Diggler does not have a real peen showing.
Right. And you did spoil the game. Now, obviously,
we're all going to think about Dirk Diggler.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I've still never seen that movie. I never seen Boogie Nights.
Get out of here.
I've never seen it. I know.
Don't ruin the game and not even see the movie. All right, let me.
That's right, Derek.
Yeah, stunt cock. So yes, famously with Mark Wahlberg's character showing that prosthetic. Obviously, I had to put that on the list, and that's a gimme. That's a layup. That's something that Herb would know for sure because he's obsessed with Mark Wahlberg's penis. All right, let's go to the streets. We have Austin out here live. Can you hear me, Austin?
Yes, sir, I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Now, Austin has earbuds in, so he can hear us, but nobody else can. And we sent him downtown in Tucson to the infamous bus stop, the Greyhound station there. There's always a bunch of people kind of hanging around the bus stop, is there not?
There's a few people here, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people. So today on Austin on the Street, we're going to have him go up and conversate with people, and he's going to say whatever we tell him to say. And when I say we, like I said, you guys on the stream, I'm open for suggestions. I have, some things, basically little quick interviews. Austin on the Street. We might even do some trivia with people and then have Austin. Austin, do you have any money on you? I should have asked this.
Why?
I mean, like legitimately, like any dollar bills, because we could do dollar trivia with people waiting at the bus stop. I think that would be a fun game.
No, I don't have any cash on me. Just card.
You broke ass son of a bitch. God damn it. Why do you look like you have no money on you?
Well, I don't know. You answer me.
All right, so here's the deal with Austin. We sent him down to the bus stop because he blends in. Nobody's gonna think otherwise. Anyone driving down Congress is gonna look over. They're gonna see 3 people. Austin's gonna be one of them, and then they're gonna think to themselves, "Yeah, it checks out."
Yeah, look at those 3 homeless people.
All right, let's go up to the first person here, Austin. Let's see what we got. Are you close to somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to go up to somebody and say, "Hey, buddy, what's your name?"
Hey, brother, what's your name? What's your name, man? Brody. Brody? Yeah.
Brody, ask him if he saw the new Spider-Man. And this guy's not homeless, so he's definitely saw
Did
the new
did
Spider-Man.
you see the new Spider-Man?
Oh, hell yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, right on.
You watch
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
the spies or something?
A little bit.
Look,
bit.
he has to be all shady.
Well, what do you mean?
Because the guy said, "Is this live or something?" And then Austin's like, "A little bit." Austin, I don't want you to say another word. I just want you to just stare at him. Just stand there awkwardly and just look at
Oh
him.
my God.
Yes. So just look at him. Is he on the phone or anything?
I don't think so.
Ask him if he wants to sing the Spider-Man theme song.
Yeah, ask me. Yeah, good one.
Hey, do you want to sing the Spider-Man theme song for me?
Okay.
Yeah?
Is it
Just the traditional Spider-Man theme song.
Spider-Man, does whatever Spider-Man.
Turn it up.
I think that's all I know.
That's all you know? That's all I know, too.
Nice,
That's
nice.
pretty good though.
Hey, ask him if
I know
you
the
want
Spider-Pig one too.
a Spider
What was
Pig.
I know
Tell
the
him this.
Spider-Pig one too.
Oh, you want to sing the
Yes, I know
Spider-Pig
that.
one?
That was a
Yeah.
good one too.
Spider-Pig, Spider-Pig, does whatever Spider-Pig does.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice. Okay. Austin, I want you to sing it with him. Say, let's do it one more time, but let's do it together very loud.
Let's do it one more time, but let's do it together, and let's go as loud as we can, all right? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can.
There you go.
All right, nice.
So-
All right,
There we
tell
go.
him. Yeah, tell him thank you. And Austin, let me check back in with you here in just a moment, okay? I'll go on to the next person, and we'll check back in with you, all right?
All righty.
All right, we're doing Austin on the street today. We're going to be doing that all morning long. We're just going to have him loiter around here. The KFMA van is down there as well. So with that will be fun because, the people will be able to see the KFMA van. We're just trying to promote the show. That's why, we've been trolling people all week long. And we started to stream a little early today because we have so much stuff that we have to cover. I have some videos I want to share with you as well. And we got to make it more awkward. I mean, that guy was too nice, not homeless.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
And singing songs. Again, the second he sees he's online, that's why it's like, yeah, all right, let's sing Spider-Man. Like, that's not a guy being weird. It goes, oh, are you kind of live something? Kind of. Yeah, oh, we're doing live stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
I get it. Yeah. So we're setting up this Viagra NFL story here. And as I was saying, this has been kind of a hack that has been around and has popped up on my radar a couple times this week. It's just different things you could use Viagra for. And it makes me want to kind of go down the rabbit hole and come up with a top 5 list, top 5 things you could use Viagra for without boning, and it is very weird that this guy, Bart, talked about this hack and saying this is something that NFL players have been doing for years because it's a very, contact sports in themselves are very homoerotic by nature. These are big burly guys just like, grabbing each other and bumping against each other and dogpiling on top of each other.
And
There's
slapping each other on the ass. And they say, good job.
Right. And so do that and then know that at any second, like a gust of wind can come by and then you're going to be fully erect.
A gust of wind.
And then the quarterback says hike. And then you just, with your fully erection, you just run into the guy, plow into the guy in front of you as hard as you can.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Who didn't just finish right now? It's insane. But apparently there are benefits and we're going to break that down here in a little bit. Let me look at Austin. See Austin there on the street. And people are running away from him.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. And that's good. So part of the fun for me when we do Austin on the street is just have him having him awkwardly walk around looking for stuff. First off, it's early morning, and we've sent him to a street fair where there's tons of people, and that's good. We sent him to the mall during Christmas, but there wasn't that many people. So it's
Right.
difficult, and there's going to be more outdoor events that are coming to town that we're going to send him on.
Any gem show this year?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, actually, they just released the full schedule for the gem show. There's going to be gem show going on here in town for like a
We'll be
month and a
lit.
half,
That'll be
and they're going to be all over the place. And we're definitely going to send Austin to the gem show and basically be a self-proclaimed rockhead. He's just there. I'm a rockhead. I love this stuff. Show me all your rocks. I can't get enough of rocks.
I'm here for the agate.
Yes, I
I'm
am.
about all this onyx. Give it to me.
All right, we got 10 seconds. Let's get into our live part of the show. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. As promised, I'm sharing a story with you that's going viral right now. On ESPN, they were doing an interview with Josh Allen. Josh Allen plays for the Buffalo Bills.
Mhm.
Buffalo Bills, notoriously in the northeast part of the country, is an outdoor stadium. They have to suffer the elements just like Green Bay Packers do, and it's usually very, very, very cold.
Yeah.
Right. And apparently Bart Scott, who's the co-host of this NFL show that Josh Allen was on, and used to be an NFL linebacker, had a simple solution for dealing with the cold.
Oh,
And it's take Viagra.
really?
Yes, that is his solution. During NFL games, this is going to make you view football on a cold day in a whole different way. I have a little clip I want to share with you real quick. Check this out.
Because he's got bad circulation, so his toes get cold. And as you know, with your feet,
Can I give you a suggestion for him?
You want me
Josh Allen listening? Can people get this message to him? Viagra. Take some Viagra for the game, baby. Got to fit that circulation going right.
I don't know how to move off of that.
I don't have any medical background, so I can't. I don't really have a response to that. But you played, so you must know something.
A lot of us take Viagra, right? Because Viagra opens up the blood
Right.
vessels.
So, a lot of us take Viagra. What do you mean?
A lot of NFL.
Yeah. You better specify real quick because you're pretty much outing yourself in your ED. A lot of us take Viagra. You know, me and my boys, we all take Viagra. Then we shower. It's fine.
Players, at least in my day, took Viagra because it opens up the blood vessels. A lot of endurance athletes, because Viagra was first a heart medicine, right? So it builds up circulation, which makes sure that it gets the circulation to the feet.
Okay.
Yeah, and other
These
things.
statements have not been evaluated by.
I was gonna go.
You ever take Viagra?
I was gonna go Buffalo, like just go wings extra
Look at
hot.
their
But,
faces.
you know, you seem to
I don't-
have a
I
better.
I swear
What were we talking
But
about?
I swear I'm not
the
trying to
thing
be
is,
funny.
he's gonna just. I don't think he's going to necessarily be taking Viagra. From what I could tell through the conversation, he didn't share that with me. But he did say he's gonna be standing next to heaters.
Wow.
When the defense is out to keep those toes.
It'll be hot.
In all fairness, guys.
It'll be hot, he says.
In all fairness, guys never disclose to a female counterpart that they take in Viagra. It's more like a hush hush thing.
That
You
is
know?
so funny.
Yes. So
Who is the guy on the right of the screen? Because his face this whole time is so funny.
oh, he's rolling. He's rolling.
the
He's
best.
basically like our Todd. Yeah, and he just can't get enough of this. But yeah, Bart Scott swears by it, and maybe there'll be other NFL players out there that are upset that he revealed this trick, but he's like, yeah, it gets the circulation going all the way down to your toes, from your head to your toes, and around halfway down, it really works. He wasn't joking.
Really heat up.
Yeah, so you could have saw that video on the podcast broadcast stream on YouTube. We're going to check back in with Austin on the street here on the stream as well and make him say some things to some strangers, and hopefully he won't get slapped, but maybe he will. We'll find out, and we'll be back with Herb Stratford, film critic, next on Beef Vegan Presents, so stick around. All right, so yeah, legitimate.
That was excellent because that situation is so funny.
It is
Where
hilarious.
He's like, I'm not trying to be funny like this, whatever. And everyone's just like,
Yeah. And it's like, we know you're not trying to be funny, but this makes us look at the game in a whole different way. Like if you're seeing, we got the NFL playoffs coming up, and I think Green Bay Packers, they have a home advantage. So usually January games in Green Bay, they get pretty snowy. So the next time you watch an NFL game in the snow, and if it looks very cold and you hear announcers talking about how cold it is, just
and then you look at
imagine
some of those players and they're just like, yo, hanging out just fine.
a lot more offside plays and everything. Just
Yeah.
people jumping the gun, just want to. Oh, I want
They're
to
always wearing blankets around themselves. That's just to cover up. That's
Mhm.
that's to hide some things. They don't want to be embarrassed. Those tights are tight.
Tights are tight, super tight. Damn, we are way behind, or not behind, ahead on our so we have content galore that we have to get into.
Okay.
All right, let's check in with Austin here on the street, and we're gonna try to get him to say something. Austin, you there?
Yeah. So I have my phone in my jacket pocket. Are you guys still able to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have it turned around so they can see that. That's cool. Look at it, like he's all
This is
stealth.
pro-fresh. There you go, Austin.
Yeah. I need you.
Can't hear him.
Yeah, Austin, first off, get away from that beeping sound. And I need you to look for the craziest looking person you could see and walk up to that person.
Excuse me. Hi. How you doing today?
All right, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to listen to you, Austin. Go ahead and have a conversation. What are you going to say to this person?
That's where he got.
I don't need anything. I just wanted to talk to somebody. Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
Put it on.
Jackass?
Dracula.
Oh, Dracula. Okay.
Tell her you think Dracula sucks.
I think Dracula sucks, personally.
And now say, sucks blood.
He sucks blood.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
You don't like that one? The one where he sucks blood? Yeah, that's not my favorite Dracula either.
Yeah. I
like the Dracula that doesn't suck any blood.
I like the one that he goes and spooks people.
He goes and spooks people? Yeah. That one's all right.
Austin.
Yeah, that.
Austin, I need you to say, is it just me or do we have a connection right now?
Here we go.
Is it just me or do we have a connection right now? You don't know? I think so.
Ask what she's doing for dinner Saturday night.
What are you doing for dinner Saturday night?
I'm at home.
You at home? Oh, okay.
All right.
What do you think about me coming over cooking you some fettuccine?
Could I actually come over and cook you some fettuccine?
That was my boyfriend now.
Not with your boyfriend there? What about when he's not there?
He's always there.
He's always there? Does he not work?
Huh?
Does he work?
He doesn't work.
Oh,
He's
okay.
had his throat twice.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Walk away, Austin. Walk away. Awkwardly.
The doctor today anyway.
She was still talking. He
goodness.
just walked away. Oh, yes. All right. Good job. Let's go on. And the next craziest person that you see here, Austin, is we're doing Austin on the street. And he's going to say whatever we want him to say. Stay away from that bus, though. Here, I'll get back with you because I hate hearing that beeping sound. I do. I want to share with you guys real quick a video, and hopefully you'll be able to see this. This is a song that should never been mashed up, but they did it anyways. What if System of a Down wrote Barbie Girl?
Everybody always does a Barbie Girl mashup. I bet it'd be good.
You think it would be good?
Yes. I love Barbie Girl mashups. Let me hear it.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
I'll play this later on my show. Let me hear it.
All right. Yeah, this is something just for you that you could use for your downtown radio show. Barbie Girl, System of a Down mashup. I'm going to share this clip with you real quick. It's going viral. I'll tell you this right now. This guy's very talented, but he definitely needs to whiten his teeth if he's going to do close-ups like that. You see it?
Just grow a
Say it
beard.
into-
Grow a beard, sir.
You think the beard will help
A full beard will
people
help
not
him
look
in
at his
general.
teeth? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Check this out.
You wanna go for a ride? Sure can. All right. My name is Johnny. Here we go. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair and touch me everywhere. Imagination. Life is your creation. Barbie girl. Girl in a fantasy world, dress me up, make it tight. I'm your darling. You're my doll, rock and roll, feel the glamour and pink. Kiss me here, touch me there, hunky pink girl. You can touch, you can play. If you say I'm always yours, you can touch, you can play. If you say I'm always yours, come on, I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is busting. It's so fantastic. You can bust my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination. Life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ooh, ooh.
All right, there you have it. That's Barbie World. If System of a Down done it, and the guy
was pretty good.
Yeah, Munich Productions is the name of the YouTube's channel, and the song right now, the video has 64,000. It was okay, you know. I mean, it was heavy metal, and I see these mashups and what ifs all the time, but it didn't necessarily 100% sound like System of a Down to me.
Well, because that was also him doing a cover. That wasn't a mashup. That was like I play mashups. They just actually remix the actual songs.
Yeah. Okay.
This was like, I'm going to do an impersonation. What would it sound like? That was still good for what it was. Yeah, that was fun.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's good. And I got more viral videos I want to share with you here in just a few. And then we're going to be talking to Herb Stratford, film critic, in just a couple minutes. Let's check back in. We got about 2 minutes before we go. Austin on the street. Let's see. Austin.
Are people leaving the bus? Just say welcome to Tucson.
Yeah.
Tucson. Go welcome everybody. Welcome to Tucson.
Yeah, everybody that walks off the bus, just say welcome to Tucson.
Hey, welcome to Tucson, man. Hey, man, welcome to Tucson.
Anyone getting on, say don't go.
Don't go. Don't go. He went.
He left.
See, you guys see anybody?
No, I don't see many people.
You see what I see right now.
Yeah.
All right. Still walking up. They're just like, oh, this guy. It's another weird guy at the bus stop.
Right.
You should be wearing a mask, though. I mean, everyone else is wearing a mask.
Everyone's wearing a mask except you.
Yeah. So no one's going to want to talk to you if they think you're going to give them COVID. Oh, this guy's a G. Say, hey, homie, where you going?
Hey, homie, where are you going? Huh? Where are you going, man? What are you talking about? I'm just curious. Where are you going? Yeah. Just wondering, man.
Yeah, get away from that guy.
Yeah, don't.
This guy will fuck you up.
Just be like, what are you? Yeah, you didn't handle that very well.
Yeah, I know that's great though.
You got to cool someone's jets quick. Just be like, oh, just hang around, talking to people.
Yeah. I just wanted to say hi.
Good Lord.
Austin, I'll check back in with you here in a minute. All right. All right.
What did that guy? What's
We
that
got
guy
15 seconds. Yeah. All right. Real quick, we'll do a speed break. We got 8 seconds for back on the air. All right, it's a cringeworthy Friday. If you're just tuning in, we've been doing a lot of fun trolling today. We actually have Austin downtown going up and talking to people randomly, whatever we tell him to say. And the last guy that he went up to, I was afraid he was going to turn around and kick Austin's ass. So there's definitely some cringeworthy moments that you could check live on the podcast broadcast stream. It's crazy. And of course,
you can't just walk up to big guys like that and be like, hey, where are you going?
I know.
Like, that's not good.
Yeah, that's what I told him to say.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and the guy's like, what's it to you? Yeah, that's the right response too.
Right, that's what I'd say.
100%. And so Austin, we'll give it to him though. Ballsy.
Yeah.
Ballsy. He's willing to say whatever we tell him to say. So you could get on the stream and tell him to say stuff. Also, this morning we revealed our ultimate troll list. And it's all Nickelback. So if you've been keeping an eye on the Rock 1 2.1 Facebook socials, we've released the top 10 most metal bands, and they've been changing a little bit every single day, with Nickelback slowly getting up to that number one spot. And on Friday, we revealed the ruse to people who weren't paying attention and made all 10 of them Nickelback. And if you get a chance, make sure you check out that post and comment below it, as a bunch of people are commenting, and a lot of people are admitting, fairly enough, that they got. And I think that's the best way to respond to that. Like, all right, I was mad, but you got me.
Yeah.
That's on me. So it's pretty fun to interact with. Coming up next, we're going to be checking in with film critic Herb Stratford. There's a lot of movies that are coming out here. Which ones are worth seeing? We'll also talk a little bit about Peacemaker and play the game Real Peen or Fake Peen. All that on the podcast broadcast in the next hour. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. And this, of course, Guns N' Roses, your sweet child of mine on Beef Vegan Presents. All right, clear. All right, so let me go to the phones real quick. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Yo, dude, this is Levi.
Oh, it's the legend Levi, everybody.
legend.
What's up, Levi?
Nothing much, man. I was going to let you guys know the KFMA phone line has been having, like, major issues.
Yeah, how so?
Like, when I call in, like, any other time of day, hangs up on me every time.
Yes, and the reason why is because we're basically using a Skype line, and I'm the only one that has these lines live. So the lines are only working when I'm on the air. I'll hit the do not disturb button. I'll take that off, and then people could call the show. But yes, we've been working in these kind of conditions here, these LPFM like conditions for the past few months, Levi.
Okay, so, yeah, I thought it had something to do with me, so I was like, holy crap, dude.
No, you didn't get blocked by Riley yet. But it depends on how creepy you are.
No, I just wanted to, like, you know, say, like, you know, she brightened up my life. Like, seriously, she's
I don't
cool.
think she did, though, Levi. I don't think she did anything for you to really brighten up your life.
No?
No. I mean, let's be
Wait,
honest.
what?
Yeah, what exactly did she do? She introduced the song on the radio, right? So she'd say, hey, it's Rock 102.1. This is 9 Inch Nails with Closer. Did that really brighten up your life?
I don't know. Some people, their voices, you know.
No,
my goodness.
I get
like,
it for sure. I have a super sexy voice as well, but
Throw on your extra super sexy voice too now. Give me
hey, Levi, let me brighten up your life here.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you, do you?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to like Razor and like all the other cool DJs too. So you sound like the Gorillas.
You're talking to the cool DJs, and then Riley's not here, so that's the other one, and then it stops there. The buck stops there, Levi.
You guys are the coolest DJs. It's just like when I hear Riley's voice, it's just like I am having such a good day. I mean, nothing can ruin my day.
Okay.
Well, when I hear your voice too, definitely.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. You should see.
Definitely.
You
You guys rock. Thank you for, you know, letting all the ladies know that I'm open and free, you know.
Yep.
Oh, yes. I'm letting the ladies know right now. Levi is open and free. In fact, I'll make sure Austin tells the next lady he sees that Levi is open and free. You hear that, Austin?
Yeah, I hear that.
Okay, so when you go up to a lady, you just let them know Levi is open and free.
Where did we send him? The zombie apocalypse where no one is around?
No, he scared everybody off from the bus stop. He's gone.
The entire bus station's deserted because Austin.
Levi, you can join us on the video stream now. We're on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page and on YouTube. You've been on our YouTube page before. Did you subscribe?
I sure did. Yep. I'm gonna join you guys. I just wanted to figure out the mystery of the request line.
Mystery solved, dude.
It's you.
This mystery solved. Yep.
Yeah, to sum it up.
Anyways,
Levi, real quick, to sum it up easily is
um,
nobody knows how to use the phone lines around here except for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real deal. Like Razor couldn't show Powers how to work the phone lines because he had no idea. Riley couldn't show Powers.
So where are them girls at? Are there any girls like on your show with you this morning?
100%. I got Captain.
Where are them girls at, man?
I got Captain Bitch Tit sitting right next to me.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So if you want to check them out, you got to go to the video stream, and we'll do a close up.
Yep, I will join you guys.
All right, we'll see you in the comments here soon.
All right, legendary Levi out.
All right, legendary Levi out. Thanks, Levi. That's the legend Levi. It's been a while, you know. Honestly, it was been a month since I've heard Levi, so it's kind of good to hear his voice.
That's true.
Because I was out because of COVID and had the winter vacation. And let's see, Levi is one thirsty dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of thirsty dudes, let's check in with Austin here. Austin, up. There you are. Where are you at now, Austin?
Still at the bus station.
Yeah, and nobody's at the bus station anymore. Who's that person right there?
In front of me? Yeah, there's two people.
All right. Let's see. And now, again, I'm not going to say anything. I want you to go up and say, oh, actually, yeah, go up and say, hey, would you like to play a game?
Excuse me. You want to play a game real quick? No? Okay. All right.
But it's a verbal game. It's a game that'll be super fun.
It's just a verbal game. It'll be fun. No? All right.
All right. What if I ask you for a third time, but nicer? Say it.
Well, what if I ask you for a third time, but nicer? No? Okay. All right.
All right. 4 times?
Oh my god.
Do it.
4 times? Still no? Okay.
Now just start asking her a trivia question.
Yeah. All right. Now here's a trivia question. Say
All right,
pop.
no, she's leaving.
Say pop quiz, hot shot. Other than feet, name something that runs.
That's so good.
Oh,
Come on. That's a good one. You just gotta want pop quiz hot shot. Go do it.
Yeah.
She's not gonna beat you up.
All right. The next person you go up to that won't beat you up, I want you to say pop quiz, hot shot.
Oh wait, no. Here's about welcome to Tucson.
Welcome to Tucson. And
Welcome to Tucson, guys. Welcome to Tucson.
And say pop quiz, hot shot. Name something a porn star must do before shooting a scene.
Everyone's walking away here.
Yeah, of course they're walking away from you. You look homeless.
Oh my gosh. Are there any bus drivers just hanging around sitting with the door open?
Here. Legendary Levi's in the stream. Austin, I'm gonna put you backstage real quick. Try to find somebody who's kind of standing still, and I'll get back with you, okay? Is someone talking shit to you right now?
No. Someone came up to me because they saw me walking around. They're like, hey, man, do you need some cash?
You should have said yes.
Yes.
Don't shoo them away.
Yes. Try to get as much money as you can.
Go back.
Right. Austin, we'll be back with you. All right. Let's check back in with Herb Stratford. Good morning, Herb. How you doing?
Good morning.
We were having fun today.
Oh, it's HD Herb.
Oh my God. I'm so glad I'm not him.
That's what everyone says all the time.
The guys, I mean, honestly. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Nick. Nick just asked him. Okay, hold on 1 second, Herb.
All right.
Austin, that was Nick who offered you cash. If Nick has dollar bills, you get $5 bills off of them. I'll pay Nick back when I see him at the Roadrunners game. I want you to play dollar trivia with strangers. So go talk to Nick and I'll be back with you.
Yeah.
All right. So
you know what's funny is I was gonna say that guy after money. It's like, yeah, but you have to make them ask you a question and you have to get it right. Like make that the person who offered him money host the game that now he's playing.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Well, I mean,
but it's Nick.
Yeah, Nick could do it too. Still.
That's so funny. We might have to make him win the money.
Yeah. So how you been, Herb?
I'm good. How are you? Is the question.
I'm doing good. I know that you're saying wait because you don't want me to be the one to end up killing you because you roll over in your grave. But right. I am COVID clear and I was super lucky. It was a mild case and my entire family got what we're assuming is the Omicron virus. And it happened at Christmas. And so we all kind of had the snivels and we all felt a little draggy, sluggish. And that was the extent of it. No loss of senses, no fever, no coughing, any of that. We were just COVID positive for like 10 days.
And you think maybe your daughter brought it home from school or something, or? No.
It was 100% my mom. My mom is the plague rat. She just lives out there all willy-nilly, like, not a care in the world, doing all these casino parties without a mask. And, she got us sick and it was her and my sister. And we were over there all together as a family. And then from there, it kind of spread like wildfire. So my aunt and uncle came down to Tucson for 3 days afterwards. They planned this out. And I love them. They live in San Francisco. So I don't get to hang out with them that often. So they planned on being down in Tucson for 3 days to do some restaurants, do some hiking, and hang out with me. And my aunt got COVID, and basically it just screwed up all the plans. So it sucked.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're on the mend, and I'm glad you didn't infect Powers.
Well,
me too.
I mean, Powers is super, like even more so than you, precautious because he's going to Disney World next week.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want it to ruin his trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a good chance I get it while I'm there, but let's hope,
Mhm.
outside stuff, and who cares? We'll see what happens.
Right. Yeah.
Nice. Well, are you gonna report from the field, Powers?
I think so.
Yeah.
We should do some fun Disney stuff. I'll do it. But again,
Depends
I'm
on
sure
our
their
Wi-Fi.
security. Yeah. And their security is probably a bit tighter.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we can interact with some people at Disney World.
Yeah, speaking of interacting, let's go back to Austin on the street real quick. We got about 2.5 minutes before we do a tease. Austin, you there?
Yep.
All right, so you got the guy right up in front of you. All right, so why don't you say, hey, you want to play a game?
Hey, you guys want to play a game? Like a trivia game.
Yeah, so the two of you, we're going to play the last word.
The two of you, we're going to play the last word. It's called the last word.
Okay,
Right.
So I'm going to give a category. I'm going to have you give an answer first, and then then I'm going to go to you. You're going to give an answer. Okay.
All right, so basically,
explain the game.
I'm going to give a category, and you guys have to go back and forth and, see which one gets the last answer. So multiple answers. Basically like hot potato, like word hot potato. All right.
All right, here we go.
All right,
Here's the question.
Let's see what the category is.
Just say, name something that's long and wet.
Name something, both of you, that is long and wet.
My wiener.
A wiener. Okay. There you go.
A river.
Yeah.
Nice.
A river. Smart.
Sewer.
A sewer.
Gee, I'm stuck.
What about you, Nick?
Oh, what did you say, Bob? I said first, I said river. Oh, then I said a sewer that's long and wet. So.
Oh, ran out of time.
You guys are out of time. Looks like you won, man.
Nice. You on camera?
Well, I'm
What's
okay.
up, man?
Get me on the camera.
Yeah. All right, Austin, I'll check back in with you here in a little bit. I got to get Herb back on in the stream. Good morning. All right, we got 25 seconds. I got to do a quick little tease, and we're going to do this together. Are you ready, Herb?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, let's see. We got about 15 seconds talking all things movies. I'm going to pull up Herb's email. So I got buried in here under spam.
Oh, I missed this.
Yes, absolutely. Here we go. 3 seconds. Rock 102.1 KFMA coming up right after Buck Cherry. We're going to be checking in with our good friend, film critic Herb Stratford, who I have on the line right now. Good morning, Herb.
Good morning.
What are we talking about next as far as movies to see?
We're talking about Macbeth, and we're talking about the relaunch of Scream, along with the highlight of the week, which is Peacemaker. Got to talk about Peacemaker.
Peacemaker is going to be its own segment that I just talked about earlier because I watched a couple episodes and I'm stoked about. But yeah, is Scream worth watching? We're going to find out after Crazy Bitch, aka Herb Song, right here, Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. I don't know. Oh.
The love, it's palpable.
Yes.
Yes, rich, palpable.
I miss you were here. There's also a game I'm going to play with you, Herb, called Real Peen or Fake Peen. And
really?
I'll do a couple categories real quick. Okay. So real peen or fake peen. Now, of course, there's a lot of actors, male actors, who have exposed their wiener in film. Some of them use their real penis. Some of them use prosthetic. I know that you notice this every time you see a film and probably even bookmark it like, 17 minutes in. All right. So here's real peen or fake peen. Are you ready for this?
All right, here we go.
Okay. Our first one is a layup. Mark Wahlberg in Boogie Nights.
It's fake.
Fake peen. That's right. Fake prosthetic. Okay.
Yep.
Now let's get into the harder ones here.
Oh,
Pun intended. Chris Pine in Outlaw King. Did you see that film?
I did see that film. I'm gonna go with real.
Gonna go with real peen. Why? Was it the vein to all right.
I just think it was like normal. You know what I mean? It wasn't like supposed to be exaggerated like in Boogie Nights. You know what I mean? I think it was. That's my rationale.
Nice. All right. That's 2 for Herb Stratford. That is correct. Real peen. All right.
Wow.
Jason Biggs in American Reunion.
I'm gonna say fake.
Incorrect.
Really?
Yeah, that was real peen. Biggs likes to brag. I mean, he's got that skinny boy wang, and he's got the big nose. Science has shown if you got a schnoz, you got a hog. And yeah, Jason Biggs, kind of douchey too. Biggs is really, if you've heard some of his interviews, and really comes off as a guy with a hog that's a little too big for him. All right, Jonah Hill in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Fake.
Correct. Yes. Jonah Hill, allegedly.
I was gonna say he doesn't have the balls to show his peen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like I think he thinks he's too big of a star to actually show his ween. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually just rewatched that movie the other night. It's been a long time and totally forgot that scene where he's just jerking it. Oh, he's so hot. He's on Quaaludes. It's amazing. Jonah Hill in that film was fantastic. All right. So you're correct. That's 3 points here for Herb. All right. Jason Segel and Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I'm going to go with real.
Real peen is correct. Jason Segel's a tall guy.
Really?
Yep. All right. Tom Hardy and Taboo.
I think it's real.
100% real. And so that's 5 points here. And I'll tell you what, he also showed his ween in Stewart, A Life Backwards, Bronson, Colditz, and Sergeant Slaughter, My Big Brother. Like literally, when the guy got a good big schlong, he wants to show it off at every film. He's going to be in a Disney film being like, should I show my penis? They're going to be like, no. All right, we're on. Rocco 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. So we just played Real Peen or Fake Peen with Herb Stratford. I have a couple more that I'll share with you on the stream, Herb. You're doing really good. You know your peen.
Yeah, that's because, and someone just said he's actually going to win a game. I'm like, well, that's because he's playing with himself.
I see what you did there. All right, for the sake of time, let's focus on Scream. Scream is the big reboot that has been obviously pushed well, and the fact they're actually doing a full-fledged reboot of this classic 90s franchise. First, how many Scream films have been put out in the past? Do you know?
I think there's only 3. I think this is the 4th, but I could be wrong.
Now,
So
is this considered a sequel or a reboot?
No, it's a sequel because you have some of the main characters, right? You've got Dewey, and you've got, so you've got Courtney Cox, and you've got Neve Campbell, who is still looking beautiful. I think that woman just does not age.
Nice.
And so it's sort of like they're passing the torch to a new generation of victims. So you do have. You have some of these same characters. So it's not really you know what I mean? It's sort of like a weird thing. It's like a legacy, but they're sort of rebooting it, but they're sort of handing it off, if that makes sense.
Okay. Kind of like a Halloween 20 kind of deal. Like Jamie Lee Curtis continues to show up, and then there's new hot chicks.
I think Ghostbusters Afterlife is the same idea.
I guess, yeah. So Hollywood's revisiting this. They're like, hey, what did we make a bunch of money off in the past that we could continue to make money off of because we can't come up with new ideas? And here we go.
But here's the thing though about Scream. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I always feel like Scream, what Wes Craven, the director or creator of Scream, did, I feel like he took a genre that at that point was pretty much dead, right? I mean, it really, like, everybody was sort of over horror. He put a fresh spin on it. He cast it with people who were, sort of at the time, 25 years ago, who were sort of, a young, hot generation of people. And he made it sort of irreverent, right? I mean, he sort of totally put it on its head. And the sequel's not so much. But I mean, the idea of Scream was really very meta, right? I mean, it was very much, cool.
True.
So
it kind of gave you the blueprint and showed us, it made us appreciate the genre more. And then also the great way, which was brilliant about it, was giving the blueprint and then still being able to surprise and scare the audience. So I mean, you're right. So you watched it. Do you thoroughly enjoy it?
I did, but it's one of those things where it's not going to be in my top 10 list, but I like it. I get a kick out of it. I'm always interested who's going to be the first girl in the beginning. You know what I mean? The whole intro where somebody gets killed. How do you get sort of thrown into the story? That's a great opportunity for great cameos, right? We had Drew Barrymore in that role. So it's kind of fun to see who they're going to drag into it because everybody wants to have a Scream film on their resume. That's fun, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And David Arquette, even being back, he's just happy to get work, even when he's working with his ex-wife. Now, I don't want to ask this next question, but I have to for Powers. Powers wanted to know, do you see Neve Campbell's breasts in this film? Goddamn Powers.
I'm not
You're so
gonna,
inappropriate.
I'm not going to talk about that.
Is that a spoiler?
Nev Campbell's husband is vegan, right? vegan. So
yeah, here on the stream.
Okay, okay, that's fair. See, I told you that was inappropriate, Powers. You shouldn't ask.
My bad.
Yeah. All right, so we still have a lot more with Herb Stratford. We're going to talk in a stream about the tragedy of Macbeth. That's on Apple TV. Also, we're going to talk about our love for Peacemaker because that's James Gunn's new project, which essentially is a Suicide Squad sequel, even though it's a spinoff.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic, and we're going to geek out on that with Herb and check back in with Austin on the street as he's downtown at the bus stop, just going up, trying not to get his ass kicked. And I'm telling you right now, spoiler alert, he's not doing a good job. So join us on the Facebook stream or on youtube.com/beefvegan. A whole lot more show to go. Beef Vegan presents. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Word salad. I mean, I don't think I need to say all those things all the time, but I swear to God, like my management would like listen to that one break and be like, you didn't say Rock 102.1, and then I get in trouble.
That is the way it is.
Right. And then they're going to be like, I can't believe Powers is such a pervert wondering about Nev Campbell's boobs.
Constantly talking about those boobs. It's not like we're talking about Denise Richards here. I mean,
wild things, I mean, honestly, that's what we're thinking about.
Good Lord.
That's when you were talking about Drew Barrymore, when you were bringing up like the first one, I'm like, Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
She used to be that was the girl. I loved her. I loved Drew Barrymore.
That's weird though. Okay, I'll say this. Not a fan of her looks. I mean, she was not like unpleasant on the eyes, but I never crushed hard on Drew Barrymore.
I always did.
I always thought
at every age, even as we got on, it's like, I like her at 51st Date. She's now cute.
Yeah.
But back then when she was wild and doing all that stuff on David Letterman flashing and stuff, when she was like the wild girl in Hollywood. That was
the only time that I thought she was bangable, when she had the pixie cut.
Yeah.
And she was doing lots of cocaine.
That
was the only time.
I was going to make a terrible joke.
Okay.
So she was doing lots of cocaine. Yeah, but she was 6.
That's true. She
right?
was. She was. Let's check back in with Austin real quick on the street. Herb, you want to jump in on the fun? You want to?
No, I really have a fear for Austin at the bus stop. I don't want to be contributing to his whooping.
Well, you could have him say something kind.
Yeah, that is a thing to do.
No.
All right,
it's
Austin,
so empty over there.
Austin, can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Go up to another person. Say, would you like to play a game? Because that's what we're doing. We're gonna just have him be like a makeshift bus stop game show host.
Yeah.
And when you ask the question, I want you to be over the top game show sounding.
Be a little extra.
Hey man, do you want to play a trivia game real quick? Like a word game? Not interested? All right.
Then that is incorrect. The correct
you should
answer
say that
is
incorrect.
Yes.
And walk away.
Yes.
That's
unfortunately that's incorrect.
Yeah. The next time someone says no, just give them a buzzer sound. Wrong answer. Okay,
that's funny. And whenever you walk away from someone, make sure you check your 6.
Yeah. Make sure you don't get stabbed in the back.
Dude, yeah, I'm walking around here like walking on eggshells, dude.
Are you feeling sketch? I mean, you could go outside of the bus stop and just walk down the street on Congress.
Yeah. Also, as we can tell, everyone's more sketched out by you, I think.
Oh, there's a guy with the bike. Okay, go up to the next person. Hey, would you like to play a game? So they play a trivia game. And then when they say no, okay. Here we go.
Just watching.
You got it? Where are you at?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm walking out of the bus station.
Okay. He says, run around saying namaste, then explain how that word was uttered by Hindu gods as they lay waste to their entire lands. We're playing Austin on the street right now. Just gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, be careful. See, they're doing business. You don't want to interrupt their business.
Yeah, don't interrupt business.
Who's this Parkwise guy? You could bother them.
He might be there just for Austin. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, downtown is dead.
Sir.
Oh yeah.
How's it going, man? Pretty good. Do you want to play a game real quick, like a trivia game?
Oh man, I'm working, man.
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer.
This guy's like, oh, these fucking crazies downtown. Man.
Idiot.
I want you to do that again, at least 3 times. Go to Circle K,
Hey,
bro. No, D.
Do you want to play a game real quick? Like a trivia game? Yeah, you down? All right, right on.
Okay, so we're gonna say
All right.
this game's called Florida or China. I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna
This
say a
game's called
headline.
Florida or China.
I'm gonna say a headline. You gotta guess whether it's from the state of Florida or the country of China.
And yeah, I'm gonna just say a headline, and you got to guess if it's from Florida or China. All right.
All right. Here's the headline.
All right. Here's the headline.
Man breaks into home to cook dinner, drink, and do kids' homework.
Man breaks into home to make dinner, drink, and do kids' homework.
Florida or China?
Florida or China? Florida.
That is incorrect. Do a buzzer sound and
That's
say
actually
China.
incorrect.
It was
It's
China.
actually China. Yeah.
All right, here's
Yeah.
another one.
Here's another one.
All right, man suspected of using private plane to draw giant radar penis.
Man suspected of stealing a private plane to draw a giant penis. Florida.
Say ring a ding ding.
Ring a ding.
Ring a ding ding. You are correct, man.
Yeah. All right, here's the final one for the game.
All right, here's the final one
For the game and a high five.
for the game. And a high five.
All right. Man says Buddha gives him permission to masturbate.
Man says Buddha gave him permission to masturbate.
Look at his face.
Florida. China, yeah.
Yeah. Say,
yeah.
you suck at this game, bro.
No, don't.
Yes.
They love Buddha.
No high five. All right, well, I'll still give you a high five, man.
There
There
it
you
is.
go.
All right. All right. Now don't forget to wash your hands because I have COVID.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, and
So-
don't forget to wash your hands. I have COVID.
No! No! No!
That's right.
You're a
All right, Austin.
You're an animal.
Do you understand what we're doing here, dude? Obviously, like, this is the concept. Austin, I'll check back in with you. Okay.
Oh my God.
That's the point of this game.
Oh, to get Austin beat up?
No.
So ridiculous. See, dude, that's messed up. See?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You say that's messed up. I say that's a video clip I'm going to post on Instagram later. Are you fucking kidding me? That's cool. That's exactly what I want.
No. That's terrible.
Oh
Yeah, even the live streamers are all saying no.
Like you could see that I'm like this backpack's not a parachute. Like you just so I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, I know. I'm a dick. Okay, so
amazing. Amazing. You do that.
that's what you got to do. This is how we play the game. Did you see? All right, let's speaking of games, let me get back to a real peen or fake peen because there's another actor on this list.
Hurry, we've got to get back to this very important thing about real penis.
Oh, I mean, I did my research, put together this list. I got to share it.
He's got a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
probably
cheat
enjoyed
codes
the
on his-
research process.
He
Yes.
sure did.
Okay.
He sure did.
All right, 3 left. In fact, Powers, you could play against Herb. You both big fans. Okay.
All right.
Daniel Radcliffe and Gunn's Akimbo. Real peen or fake peen?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess fake. I feel like all them Harry Potter kids would freak out if he showed his penis.
Right. Okay. What do you say?
know
Herb?
what? You know what? I'm going to say real because I think he's trying to break out of that mold and he doesn't want to be Harry Potter anymore. He wants to be seen as an edgy actor. And how better to be edgy than to show your peen?
Right. Like Harry Plowder. Powers is correct on that one.
Yeah, we'd have heard it.
Yeah, that's right. And I will say, like Daniel Radcliffe has done a good job of consistently working, and his film picks have been really good in kind of breaking that mold. I mean, the movie that we just mentioned is a good example of that. Not his best film, but
No, but it's
and-
entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an interesting premise and he did good in it. So yeah.
And what's the name of that movie where he plays a dead corpse?
Oh yeah, the Swiss Army Man. Yeah.
Swiss Army Man is amazing. Have you seen that movie?
It is very good.
I don't see movies.
Okay, well, I recommend to you, Powers, and everybody watching the stream, if you've not seen Swiss Army Man, where like literally he plays a dead body. And you're like, wait a second, how can he play a dead body? You have to watch this movie, and it's brilliant and insane and thoroughly enjoyable. So, and that was just a brilliant pick from him too. Harry Potter plays a corpse that farts. Are you kidding me? And it's amazing. So, Herb and I have geeked out on this film before. Ewan McGregor in Train Spotting, real peen or fake peen?
Real.
Yeah. Come on.
Do you remember it? You recall it?
I've never seen Trainspotting. So
this is who I have in on Fridays to go along with our film critic. A guy that never.
No, I think I have seen Trainspotting. Actually, I'm not sure, but I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. Anyway, enough for me.
Anyways, okay. So back to Ewan McGregor is much like Tom Hardy, very proud of his manhood because he's also whipped it out in Young Adam, Velvet Goldmine, Fargo, The Ghost, and like 11 other movies.
Holy gee.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor, the only movie that he didn't whip out his lightsaber for was Star Wars.
I'll say I thought he was. It was purple, wasn't it? Oh no, that's Mace Windu.
There you go. And finally, Will Poulter, who's going to be the new Adam Warlock.
Okay.
In Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Right. And We're the Millers.
Fake.
What do you say?
I will also vote fake.
Oh, just so you make sure you win the game.
I've never heard of this film. And I also imagine that We're the Millers didn't want to show a real peen.
I have to catch you up on so much pop culture garbage nonsense, but Will Poulter and We're the Millers is a comedy. I mean, it wasn't a huge comedy where you had to see it, but in it, he had a fake swollen spider bitten penis, and they showed it, and it made you cringe, but it was fake, obviously.
Yeah, it was too big and too freaky. And Jennifer Aniston's in that movie, isn't she? Or like there's somebody else in that movie. That's
Yes,
like
Jennifer Aniston's in it. She plays like a stripper, a former stripper. And
it's okay. It's entertaining.
I watched it not too long ago. Again, it's something. It's a good movie to kind of put on in the background and be like, I want to watch something that's like, I don't have to get too invested. Maybe have a couple laughs. So, hell yeah, Jedi penis. So looking for that. Let's check it. We got 25 seconds. Is the Macbeth that good to talk about? Or
I mean, it's sort of old news. It was in theaters, and now it's hitting. What is it? Apple TV. So it's fine. It's fine.
Let's geek out on Peacemaker.
Denzel Washington.
Okay,
here we go. 5 seconds. We're on the air. Austin, we'll get back with you here in a moment. Don't get killed. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents, the podcast broadcast stream. We're still on the line with film critic Herb Stratford, who's in his little safety bubble. And we're talking all things movie and, in this case, TV coming to your streaming service. So this is one of those deals. HBO Max has made it very simple for everybody to watch cool things at the comfort of their own home.
That's because it's not TV. It's HBO.
Right. There you go. And I don't know if it's the best business decision for them for their films, but I am very grateful for HBO and James Gunn for the quick turnaround that is Peacemaker. Suicide Squad just came out in what month there, Herb?
I think it was August.
Yeah, August. Wow. And then in January, it was almost like a surprise release too. So yesterday I put on HBO Max just to check it out. And to my surprise, boom, new episodes of Peacemaker on a Thursday. It's just dropping right there. So I'm like, nice. I get to clear my calendar right now because I'm watching this. And it didn't disappoint. The first 15 minutes were hilarious.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No. So if you didn't see, just to bring people up to speed, if you didn't see James Gunn's Suicide Squad, which is really him rescuing the concept of Suicide Squad from David Ayer, who made an okay movie, but it sort of was a hot mess at the end. This is him sort of rebooting it, kept a couple people like Harley Quinn and whatever, but then he introduced Peacemaker, which is, I got to tell you, I feel like when Peacemaker was created, I feel like it somehow John Cena was in this person's brain because, he is born to play this role. You could not imagine anyone else playing this role. I mean, he's sort of this big oaf, right? Who is like, I'll kill every man, woman, and child because that's how much I love peace. I mean, it's just, it's so absurd. It's so tone deaf. It is just so brilliant. And the series, and you're right. James Gunn wrote and he directed, I think at least I've seen 7 episodes. He directed, I think, the first 5. So, I mean, he directed and wrote, which is pretty amazing because like you said, it came out of nowhere and it's like a fully formed thing. this show basically takes place, not to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen Suicide Squad, but he survives Suicide Squad, which we did not know at the end of Suicide Squad. And this is sort of him off on a new adventure. And some of the same people who were in Suicide Squad, not necessarily Waller, but some of the other people that worked in the office with Waller, they've been stuck with him. And so, they are basically his support team or part of this mission he's on. His best friend is an eagle named Eagle-Y. I mean, it's laugh out loud funny, but it's also a very R-rated, very violent. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the superhero series that we've all been waiting for. It's just
perfect. Here's a spoiler. Speaking about R-rated, there's a scene where Peacemaker is getting it on with the girl screaming out freedom. This is the type of humor that is there. A lot of dude talk, like, dude, no, blah, 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 blah. These are guys that, coming up on 50 saying dude all the time. Very South Park-esque. It's very James Gunn and very fun. I dig that a lot. But just when I start to forget that I hate Herb, he reminds me, he's like, I've seen 7 episodes of this. There's only 3 out on HBO Max right now. I hate your guts. How many episodes are in the series total? I thought it was only 6.
No, there's going to be 9 total. So,
nice.
So they gave us critics the first 7. And of course, we're all sworn to secrecy about what happens because, there's a lot to unpack. I mean, this show is not like one and done, there's, his father, there's all that stuff. I mean, and honestly, like you watch him and you're like, oh, I want more. You know what I mean? Like, I really hope that John Cena doesn't just go, I was good. I mean, I want a second season. So
right. John Cena's Deadpooling this. John Cena showed up after Suicide Squad. Every interview he did, he said he stole the Peacemaker outfit. He has the helmet. And again, that stupid helmet. It's ridiculous.
You trust me, you'll watch the show, you'll appreciate the helmet a little bit more.
So funny.
But James Gunn, well done, brilliantly. And rescuing these franchises and taking obscure comic book characters and turning them into Batman, not necessarily to that regard, but seriously, like a Guardians of the Galaxy, no one would have thought, but that's my Star Wars. And then Peacemaker was a throwaway comic book character that now is going to be iconic just because his role in Suicide Squad and how well done and written and put together this series Peacemaker is on HBO Max. At the end of the day, the best way to describe this show is fun. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no. You're absolutely right. It is fun, but I mean, it's adult fun. You know what I mean? It's not like
That's my kind of fun.
Watch it because it is very violent. I mean, there's no no lack of people being murdered. So I mean,
Suicide Squad is so violent. The part where they're walking through that village. And he just walks and stabs a guy. And that's like the funniest thing on earth.
I know.
It's brutal.
James Gunn, man, he's on fire, dude. He cannot go wrong.
He really is. And I think, the other thing about this that's so interesting is that, and I don't know, because I wasn't familiar with him, the character in the comics, so I don't know how much of a backstory he had. But I think, the way that Gunn has fleshed out this character, the trailer he lives in, I mean, everything about it, it's like you actually start to care about this guy who is just so unlikable. It's brilliant. It's just brilliant.
Perfect anti-hero. Yes, excellent. All right, that's Herb Stratford's review of Peacemaker, and he got to see 7 episodes. So send your hate mail to Herb Stratford. All right, actually just get some dog poop, put it in a paper bag, light it on fire, put it on his doorstep. Actually, don't do any of that.
I was gonna say, you should be used to this because when it comes to John Cena beef, you can't see him. You love it.
There's 3 wrestling marks out there that love that joke. All right, let's hit the reset. We're going to continue the live podcast broadcast with Herb. So join us on the KFMA page. We'll be right back after this. Clear. You were waiting 5 minutes.
No, I just thought of that.
In.
Absolutely thought
you
of that.
You just thought of that.
Because you couldn't see him. And I'm like, oh, he can't see him. Here's
John
a
Cena,
joke.
John Cena recently admitted that he stole that from Tony Yayo of G Unit.
Oh, G Unit.
Let's check back in with Austin. Austin, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, where are you at now? Jail?
I was about to say get arrested.
Yo, I think I'm clocked out for pranks for today, man.
Why? What happened?
No, nothing. I just need to stop by my advanced practice space to grab some things that I dropped off before I come
Well, you
back.
could have turned off the live stream. I mean, look, we're just watching Austin now just say,
walk through the barren
fuck
streets.
it. I'm going to make the call to stop working.
He literally even called a clock out.
Yeah.
And left. Because
Yeah.
the band, he's walking up to the band space like right now.
Yeah.
Is this Pennington?
I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah. Turn the camera around so we can see your face and tell the streamers that you just quit on them. Like, what is.
I think he turned it off.
Oh, God. This guy. In fact, actually, earlier today, we came up with a new phrase. I call it blame sponge. And Austin is my blame sponge. And I described what that meant in this clip that I'm about to share with you right now. You want to check it out, Herb?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Check it out. Hi. Rock 102.1 KFMA. I'm sorry. I continue to sing along to the songs, but I came up with a new expression this morning, and it's blame sponge, as in Austin is my blame sponge. I have Austin around to absorb all the blame. So something goes wrong, immediately blame it on the blame sponge.
Even when it's point blank your fault.
Yeah. So, we had Anna come in earlier, and I messed up by not getting my commercial log. I didn't see it. And she's like, how could you not see it? And I'm like, Austin was standing over it or something, it's his fault. And it's fun. I suggest everybody out there get themselves a blame sponge. And most of you, if you're step parents, you already have one. So,
oh my God.
Right. Speaking of blame, there's like a food shortage going on. There's a shipping crisis that's still we're in the midst of, and it's 100% Austin's fault. I know you guys are going to blame the government, but it is Austin's fault
directly.
This last round, actually, a lot of people are attributing it to the Omicron virus with COVID because it's so contagious. So it's basically creating a worker shortage. It's not that it's hospitalizing that many people. It's the fact that they're COVID positive. They have to be out of work for like 10 days. I mean, I missed an entire week because of it myself. Yeah. So it's brutal. So the Omicron is causing all sorts of food shortages all over the place. And Google Trends looked at the food shortages that we've been searching for the most this week. And you'll be surprised what Arizona's searching for. And actually extremely disappointed.
No.
And if you get mad, blame Austin. First, before I get to what Arizona's Googling, the potato shortage, New Mexico is the only state worried about potatoes. Apparently, they can't find potatoes in grocery stores in New Mexico.
Okay.
All right. Chicken is a top food shortage in most states that they're searching for, but especially in the middle of the country. And for whatever reason, Hawaii is Googling it the most.
Okay.
Yeah. So they can't find chicken in Hawaii. The cream cheese shortage of 2022, we're in the middle of. People on the East Coast are Googling that the most because they love themselves some cream cheese.
They need a schmear.
Right. And California and Arizona both have this in common, right? Obviously, a lot of Californians moved here to Arizona and they brought their junk food habits with them because we're Googling flaming hot Cheeto shortage more than any other state in the entire country.
Really?
Yes. Did you know there was a flaming hot Cheeto shortage?
Well, I do now. I saw 2 girls complaining about it separately, so I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. Now, don't worry. Again, it's not because they're shipping in flaming hot Cheetos from overseas. It's because flaming hot Cheeto factory workers all got COVID. That's weird. I know this though. I usually get like espresso shots to start off my day. And for over a month and a half, I could not find them anywhere.
Oh.
Yes. And they just recently came back and I'm excited about that. I'm like, hooray, shipping crisis over, right? But at the same time, then I'm like, wait a second. They make these in China? My espresso shots? I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Not to be anti-China, but I'm like, if it's espresso, I want it to be like South American or something coffee related. Like, I don't know what their water treatment plants are. Now I'm being a bigot, so I'll apologize.
Not necessarily, just ill-informed. That's all, I think.
Okay.
There,
Yeah. You know why I'm ill-informed though? Because I heard from this guy.
Austin.
Blame it on me.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Don't lie to me next time. You got me
Sorry.
all confused, sound like a bigot on the radio. Damn it,
That's my
Austin.
goal, dude.
Yeah. You're listening for The Offspring, Gotta Get Away. When you hear that song be called All right, I did that. I was watching your face the entire time I was doing that segment, Herb. I was like, oh yeah, this is where I sound like a bigot. Oh, and I see what Herb's reaction is.
But you know what's funny though? Like as soon as the Flaming Hot Cheetos came up, I immediately went back to Peacemaker because I don't know if you've gotten to it yet, but there's a whole Flaming Hot Cheetos thing in there, which is so timely. And Judo Master, who's this other guy that shows up, that is just it's just everything's connected.
Spoiling
right?
everything. Like,
rubbing it right in your face.
Herb. Yes. I have not gotten that far. And I rewatching. So
How about let me just say one more thing about that. How about that intro to the show where they're doing the little dance? I mean, Oh my God, it is so on point. It is so brilliant. I want to learn that dance.
I'm literally going home and watch this immediately.
Yeah, I'll say this. So I rewatched first episode twice. I put it on first and then was like mopped and then watched again and watched second episode. I think I end up watching the intro probably 4 times. I didn't press skip once, right?
Yes.
I dig it. Yeah. So you're spot on with that. And it is really good. And I am going to watch it when I get home as well. And I'll rewatch it. Like I said, I've already rewatched the first episode. Yeah. There's boobs in it too, which is cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, thanks, James Gunn. You really literally got everything I want in a visual product all here, right here. You know, I got action. I got comedy. I got dude speak. You know, I got drug references. I got nudity. Did I mention nudity already? I'm mentioning it again. You know, I got cool music. And I got John Cena.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
The top tier professional wrestling actor. It goes John Cena, then Batista, then The Rock.
Yep.
What?
Yeah,
And
The Rock is a distant third.
Yes.
What? Since when did this happen?
And he's falling out of favor.
Oh my God.
You are seeing, I am seeing the rumblings of basically a Nickelback-like resistance against The Rock and The Rock's products. Because he's been doing the same thing so much for so long that I'm telling you, you're going to get blowback. He's turning into a joke and people are going to be like, fuck that. And he's going to have to go back to the drawing board and really do something like a Will Smith and Bad Boys type of move to bring it back.
I think
or he just becomes a producer and he like gets off camera. You know what I mean? Because he can laugh his way all the way to the bank, and who cares what people say about him? Or, you know what I mean? But he's making all the money. So
he could, but would he? Could he literally be not in the spotlight?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Listen. Don't besmirch my people's champion.
No, I'm telling you right now. I mean, even for the fact that he would talk about running for president, right? That it takes a certain amount of ego to want to be able to do that. That kind of ego is not going to be like, I'll just be a producer and stay rich. Nah, that's not what The Rock's MO is. The Rock wants to be that guy. He's the megastar, and he wants those cameras on him. He's addicted to that shine.
Listen,
yeah, and it's over.
Rock.
Yeah.
Don't listen to these people rock. Okay, I'm with you, buddy. All right. You and me. Still.
I'm not joking.
My people's champ.
All right. Let me show you an instant karma clip. This is funny. So what happened was a guy has a Ring doorbell camera and he comes out to go to work in the morning and he notices his wife is like on the steps, sitting on the steps. And she's just kind of like pouting. And he's like, what's going on? She's like, I slipped and fell. And he just started cracking up. And that's when the karma kicks in. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Oh, he's gonna
check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and that's gonna be on the camera.
Aw, cute.
You hear him?
You didn't say it was ice. He's gonna, let's go again. He's so embarrassed.
He lost his sandwich and everything.
Oh, look. He's still having trouble. Let's go.
Yeah, do it again real quick. Yeah, it's the
oh,
best.
okay. It just does it again.
Ooh, and that's gonna be on the camera.
Okay. It was definitely funny the second time.
I just love how he turns around and blames her. You should have told me.
He's
So
the blame
funny.
sponge, man. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the blame sponge.
There
I
you
know.
go. Even frigid, the blame sponge will absorb it.
Yeah. I mentioned this on the air, but I think it's worth noting right now. And Herb, I hope you could appreciate this. You noticed my fit this morning. Can you see it?
Is that
Can you tell?
Keanu?
That is Keanu.
All
It's
right.
Keanu with doves flying all around him. It's our Messiah Keanu. And I got this shirt. I posted a picture of this shirt, like I said, on my Instagram page like a year and a half ago. I nutted it up yesterday when I was Christmas or birthday shopping for my daughter and bought this for me. But here's the catch-22. I'm wearing like a cardigan. It looks like we could hang out together, Herb, and drink wine at a cigar bar,
Yeah.
right? Do I look? I mean, just take the hat off, and then next thing you know, I'm like one of your educated friends.
Absolutely. You're about to substitute like my math class.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. And so, yeah, but I'm wearing this because like I went to buy the shirt. I was like, I'm going to get extra large. It's a cotton tee, right? And then my girl like held it up and she's like, you be swimming in this. And, women, they're just like, you can't wear baggy. You gotta be form fitting. Like I have such a good body. And I believed her and I was just like, okay, well, I'll get a large. And I'm putting it on and it's like, it's snug, right? It's not too tight to where it's showing off my, my tees and my roll too much. But like I said on the air earlier, I can't wash this fucking thing. And if I wash it, I have to lose 5 pounds for every time I wash this shirt because it's gonna shrink.
I was gonna ask you can I take that cardigan off? Let me see how it fits right now.
All right.
Let's just see how it fits. Because I too suffer from I can almost pull off a large. Come on.
All right,
Yeah,
so you still
I'm with you.
kind of see the love handles
No.
there. I mean, like I said, the fit right now is okay, but no, it doesn't look great. I gotta go home and work out. But all right, so
You got a pretty good chest though.
get off my dick.
I'm just saying that's not the worst.
I know.
Because I got it all here.
No, I know. I know that's because I've been doing push-ups, bro.
Yeah, you're
for
saying.
over a year.
I
Like
know,
I
good job.
developed a chest, but I got a little lazy, so they are getting a little titty. So I'll bring it back. But how are you doing on your push-ups? Have you done 5 today?
No.
I told him to do 25 push-ups a day. That's going to change his life. It's going to change, like, get a little bit of weight up top will kind of make the gut like disappear. And women like a strong chest.
It's true.
And it's good. They say if you could do 25 push-ups, you're a healthier person. You're completely unhealthy if you can't do it.
I agree.
So yeah.
Look
And
at me put up no fight or resistance. I'll do it. I agree with you 100%.
well, then do it. All right. We got 5 seconds. Let's get on the air and do a quick little segment. Rock 102.1 KFMA. We got a beef tip coming up here in a little bit, but I guess I have a bonus beef tip for you. One, if you work, you don't have to tag yourself on your work. You don't, if you do a good job, just let it be a good job. You don't need to let everybody know. Here's the lesson of the day. They should go out to this dude named Simon. He is a prominent transplant surgeon in the UK. And you might have seen this story, but he lost his medical license after he was caught carving his initials into people's livers. So this is what he would do. He would put SB and he would like basically singe it, make a little scar in there, and then slap a new liver in somebody. It was his liver, the Simon. You got the SB liver? Well, he got caught and they took away his medical license. So even when you're tagging, right? I understand tagging, you want to claim your name, but put a nice little piece. You don't have to throw that tag on there because they'll find you. And
oh my God.
just like Simon.
That's horrific.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's just awful.
Don't you have a transplanted liver? What do you have written on it?
I have no transplants.
Okay. All right, let's take a quick break and then we'll be back with your beef tip. I have a good beef tip to send you home into the weekend. So stick around. I'll be coming up after Rage Against the Machine.
3-day weekend.
Yeah, 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
Yes. That was not important information. I was just trying to sign off for a second time.
Celebrate.
Oh,
We
yeah.
gotta celebrate, hype up.
So Powers,
We gotta talk
have you
about
been
it.
watching
We
the Book of
never
Boba
mentioned
Fett?
Dillinger Day thing.
You heard him?
Here.
Hey, Herb's asking you a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. My thing came off.
That's all right. Have you been watching Book of Boba Fett?
Mm.
Not yet.
Oh,
what?
I've been
This guy, you have to bring up stuff that's relevant 2 years ago. Then he's a huge Star Wars fan. How do you not watch Book of Boba Fett?
Because let me tell you, there's this other show on Disney Plus called Disney's Gargoyles from 1995. It's amazing.
1995. Like what? Come on, man. I'm doing a morning show.
I've been watching Gargoyles.
We cannot have a segment or conversation about Gargoyles from 1995.
But it's so good.
It's
Anyway.
not.
Oh no, it is.
All right. So what do you think of? I've seen a little bit of Book of Boba Fett, and I'll be honest with you, the first episode I wasn't really into, but then I watched second episode. I'm kind of getting into it, and Jon Favreau, this guy resurrected and said, I didn't know he was going to continue. Not only did he take the ball and run with it, he hasn't passed the ball to anybody. He's hogging the ball as like, no, I got this. I'm going to write and direct everything Star Wars from here on out, and that's what he's doing.
That's true. No, I don't know how he's doing it, but no, I'm digging it. I think I still like the Mandalorian better, just as a show. But I'm pleased to see it. I think it's a little bit cheesier, maybe is a word I would use, but I think it's well done, and I'm into it, and I want to see it through. But for me, it's sort of like the placeholder, because really it's the Obi-Wan series that I'm most excited about. So it's like, okay, this will get me there, right? You know what I mean? I was okay with Hawkeye. I mean, it wasn't my favorite thing. So it's like some of these shows don't have to be your favorite thing, but they have to be well done. And I think it's well done. So
I didn't finish watching Hawkeye because I got a problem with Jeremy Renner's face, but I do enjoy that they made it like Christmas themed in a way. It was winter themed. It kind of reminded me of Batman Returns, to be honest with you, the aesthetics of the entire series. And so for that, I was like, oh, okay, you knew that Jeremy Renner's face sucked. So how do you make sure people watch this and want to watch this? Release it in December and make it Christmas themed. And Disney Plus, they were smart enough to also include Hawkeye in their Christmas collection. If you would be like, hey, you want to watch a Nightmare or like Before Christmas or Home Alone or Hawkeye, they're all the same. It's all about Christmas.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Yeah, that was smart.
I'm surprised, based on how these Disney Plus shows have been being released like week by week and doing all that DC did just be like, yeah, here's 3. And he'll be another, and they didn't go for the weeklies, I guess. With Peacemaker.
No, with well, there's more than 3. There's 9 total. So I guess what they're doing is they're releasing 3 at a time.
That's what I mean.
I think they're doing 1 at a time. I think they did a couple to get you hooked. You know what I mean? I think that's what they did, because I think
that's smart.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
But that leads to my next thing. Are either one of you guys watching Station 11? Have you watched that yet?
I haven't started that yet because that's an investment in time, but you have talked about it and how good it is. But again, it's not something you have to dive into the deep end for that, right?
Well, there's 10 episodes. They were releasing 2 at a time. The last one dropped yesterday, so they're all there. You can consume them at your leisure.
Well, now I'm in.
I really dig it. It's a post-apocalyptic thing. It's very well done. Sort of a slow burn, great characters. I like it. Powers, I think you'd dig it too, man. I think you would.
Okay, after the Goliath Chronicles from Gargoyles, I will get right to it. I got 8 episodes left.
Huge child. All right, so and this is what I like about it, that the series wrapped, now I can binge it. This is what I don't like about HBO Max and some of these other places doing this. Do not turn my streaming services into traditional TV. We've evolved past it. You have the episodes in the can, release them. You're still going to get the viewing numbers. You're still going to get the TSL and everything else. You're right. The amount of time watched and rewatched. You're not helping out your customers. You're not like, oh, they're going to renew next week, just because you annually subscribe to these things. So I think it's bad customer service. I think it's a bad look and it's annoying. Like, you got it done. Drop all 9 episodes of Peacemaker. I will watch them completely when I want to, whether it's 9 hours in a row and turn my phone off, or an episode a day, or whatever the case. Don't tell me how and when I can watch my shows now. It's not. That's old school.
Gimme.
I would say that the consensus of the consumer is the same. We're used to this. The Netflix model is now the standard.
Yeah.
Stop fucking around.
Nope. They got to get you up because they're hoping you show up for episode 5, and they're like, "Oh, look, King Kong Godzilla's out this week. I'll watch that next."
No.
They just want you to show up in their hub, so
Stupid.
they get you.
No, I don't like it. They did the same thing with Challenge All Stars, which I did finish watching yesterday.
Yeah, we should talk about that next week. Definitely.
Yeah, man, I'm digging it. I still
The two of
dig
you
it.
should talk about that.
Seriously, we get super giddy. It's
you can just go off in your corner with the gargoyles, and we'll talk about.
I will.
Stuff.
I might be done by then.
Yeah, it's like, excuse
then
me.
Then I'll be on to DuckTales. It's a great show.
Yeah, excuse me. This is grown men are talking now about the challenge. You go off into the kitty corner with
That's
your
right.
gargoyles.
With the Disney
bullshit.
afternoon. I'll be over here. Just give me a juice box and one of those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches I love.
For real. All right. We got 10 seconds before we go live on the air. Going to wrap things up with the beef tip. Segment's going to be about 3 minutes. Everyone and watch the stream, thank you so much, as always. Rock 1 2.1. It's time to wrap things up for Beef Vegan Presents. Now, don't be scared when we're not on the air on Monday because it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it's a company holiday. That means we're going to have a 3-day weekend, and I really hope you guys have a 3-day weekend as well and get some time off and enjoy getting drunk on a Sunday and not having to worry about waking up early on a Monday. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. But before we leave you, as we're hanging out here with film critic Herb Stratford and Powers, I got to give you a beef tip. And this one, it's legit because if you thought COVID was bad, there's a man who's claiming that he has lost 1.5 inches from the length of his penis, all right, after he caught COVID because it caused him severe vascular damage. Yeah, now, I mean, a lot of people out there, naysayers or whatever the case, this is a very weird disease, and I know there's a lot of people out there feel that they're very young and virile, I would say, that they could handle it and say, I could survive COVID. And I know so many people who got COVID and survived COVID. That's true. You know, it's not necessarily a death sentence to everybody, but it is a death sentence for some. So here's my beef tip. Try to avoid catching COVID. Because,
good.
Yeah, I know. It's very basic, but they say, because I'm saying you may be lucky enough to survive it, but if this happens to you and you lose an inch or two from the length of your penis, you're going to die a little bit on the inside. All right. So what's the point? You just be walking around zombie, just a micro peen zombie.
My goodness. There's also another affliction going around this country. If you haven't, so many people are constipated. You might be able to. So many people are absolutely full of crap. Ridiculous.
Well, you think this story is fake?
Well, it's a pretty good excuse, I guess, for a guy with his small wang. Hey, you should have seen me last month. Sorry, honey.
You're calling shenanigans. I'll send you the pictures of the before and after.
Oh, I'm
and
good.
You can watch those before you watch Gargoyles.
Yeah, I'm good. Gargoyles available on Disney Plus. Disney Afternoon. Fantastic.
Nobody cares.
Well, I care. So many of my animation. It's fantastic.
Your niche. You are a unique individual. Herb, thank you so much for checking in with us. Hopefully we'll be able to get you in the studio here soon. And well done, as always. Enjoy watching Peacemakers episodes that aren't released yet to the general public like a douche. Don't forget to check out the podcast broadcast. Thank you guys for checking out the stream and subscribe to the YouTube channel when you get a chance and comment on our troll list. Yes, Nickelback is all 10 of the top 10 metal bands of all time. Comment below on that and share it to a friend and try to trick them as well. It's good times. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish on a side of beef,
Gargoyles.
It's the best. Will come an end to all your grief. But
Later, guys.
if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.